Hello and welcome to Greet the Week. I am Mona Duncan, and today's topic is secrets of my success. Not that it's a big secret or anything, but I want to share the screen and bring this up and just to share a few little thoughts here. The For years, I worked in the community and did a lot of speaking and helping out and making well, anyway. So then eventually I got up the courage to incorporate my own business. And it was called Solution Principles. And okay. The secret is if you can believe it, you can achieve it. So it's not a big secret or anything, but I do want to just share a few things with you. Whenever it finally dawned on me that I wanted to be in business and have a business that I entitled it Solution Principles. And the tagline is International Training with Hometown Quality of Life Flair, because I'm a country girl from West Virginia and love all of nature and love people. So, in thinking about, what to do, make make your own success, whether you go into business or whether you're just someone that helps out. So a job, we need some income or whatever, a job pays what the job is worth. That self-employment pays what you are worth. And sometimes that's a little, and sometimes it may be, even more than that. But we need to take responsibility for our own life. And in so doing, we take responsibility for our thoughts and for our actions and for our attitudes. And then also to begin to learn how to speak up and share with others about your abilities and or your successes. And so I always had it just in my pocket. I would just someone said, well, what do you do? And I would say, well, I do some teaching and training. And if, all people seek a quality world in which they can experience maximum happiness and success with minimum pain, minimum suffering, and no failure. But here's the problem. We are rarely motivated to do what we don't want to do. And the facts are, people often do not know how to use their own behavior and their own attitude for their best interest. So, what's the solution for Solution Principles? Me, Mona Duncan. Solution Principles teaches effective communication, conflict resolution, and interactive people skills. And so then, that kind of brings up a topic of conversation. And so, having incorporated, then I came up with a mission statement. The mission of Solution Principles is to produce quality training materials, to educate and inspire, and to bring healing to myself and to those with whom I come in contact through challenging human development. Because the third point in this is to let love replace any fear or intimidation. Become your own best friend by developing that healthy self-love, a healthy esteem, recognizing that you have infinite worth and value as a human being, the highest order on planet Earth, that you have unique talents to give that will contribute to making individuals' lives a better place to live in this world. Every one of us were formed with greatness in our bosom. Sure, someone else may have a similar idea or a similar product, but it's not from your special point of view. So whatever it is, it may be others like it, but your uniqueness makes whatever you are peddling or whatever you are sharing or whatever you are challenging unique. And point number 4, to know deep down inside that the gifts you have make room for you. They make room for you. And it must be implemented and put into action. We have to recognize the worth and value of others, which then helps us to have humility and cooperation that compete with yourself and your own potential. because your gifts will make room for you and allow them to do that. So I came up with a shield of armor. That's something that represents who we are. And to me personally, I put pen and paper because it's a way to communicate. It exposes creativity and productivity. Then also put a heart, for the heart to always be loving and compassionate and have insight and be understanding. And then also I put a cross, because that cross, for salvation, for endurance, for long suffering, for patience and healing. And then I also put a little dove there. That dove, the dove, in one of the scriptures that's was talking about that you have dove's eyes. Well, a dove can only look at one thing at a time. Doesn't have the scope that we humans have. And that dove's eye, it represents focus and interdependence and freedom. And then also, it's one of my favorite quotes is Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, where he says it's better to be green and growing than to be ripe and rotting. So we may not have made it yet, but it's going for excellence and it's giving up on everything being perfect, because perfection is a goal that really cannot be met. Maybe it can be met, but it cannot be sustained. And I want things to be sustained. Now, something may be at the pinnacle of perfection, but just give it a few days or a few hours and it will begin to deteriorate. It will begin to become dusty. It will begin to age. And so those things have a tendency to go downhill. So as we begin to lower our expectations, but we go for excellence, we experience new liberties. Excellence instead of perfection sets us free to take risks, sets us free to fail and to try again. That excellence, going for excellence, motivates for continued improvement. It is rewarding and fulfilling, and it contributes toward happiness. So give yourself and others room to grow, because excellence is energizing, whereas perfection can be really trying to make everything just perfect and sustain it that way can really be stressing. Point number 4 is to let go of the past, the failures and the successes. Sometimes our successes can keep us stuck. So just let go of those successes, and today is a new day. Each day is a new day, and each opportunity is a new opportunity. Each person that we engage with is a different person. Allow past failures to serve as a learning tool and motivate us to grow and to overcome. And any past successes, let them be a motivator for repeat action. But don't use the same formula. Be new and be fresh in everything that you do. And grow into the position and refuse to allow yourself to become discouraged. There may be a little disappointments there, but we have the ability to go for that excellence, to do the very best that we can. And then always to get clear on what we want and to let go of all the complicated many, all the things that are just so complicated. So it's to treat everyone like they're a VIP, a very interesting person, because they are. We are all unique. I mean, just look at our fingerprints. They all look the same, all those little ridges, but yet there's something unique and special about each and every person. And we do not have customers or clients because we are in business. We are in business when we have customers or clients. So search for ways that you can add value to someone's life. And then also point number 6, to have planned conversation starters where you can ask a question or you can give information to begin to bring that understanding. Like, what do you like most about your profession? Or what was the highlight of your weekend? Or how would you define success? What does that mean to you? And then also maybe to share something as to what your service. My service includes personal coaching and special event speaking. But it's realizing that our gifts are given to us and our gifts will grow as we use them. So just a few minutes of sharing, and thanks for being here. And I'm going to close out. Many blessings.